Hello again, retro gamers. We are in Retro Game Friends right now in Akihabara for our
really amazing,
really amazing. So you can see some in the back here, but there's a whole story here. We'll show you later. But you know, we're talking about the 2 public days of TGS, which are now over.
The 2 public days were crazy. There's wall-to-wall people. We got more done probably in the morning of any of the press days than we got done both of the 2 days together. But it was amazing. They had stage shows going on. We ran in right away so that we could play some games early because we can enter before the main line comes in. And what did you play, Sean?
I played Rage, which is John Carmack's new game from id Software, and
we had a hard time finding it because it
was published by Square Enix, right?
Yeah,
that's
why we published by Square Enix, and we didn't think that was the connection. But what did you think of that game?
Well, it was in Japanese, so the text and the dialogue, there wasn't really a way to change it. You know, unlike the Mass Effect 3 demo, which is entirely in English. You know, it's probably terrible for people trying to play it when the line was so short. But I thought, like, graphically it looked really good. Now, I gave my impressions, but I forgot to mention specifically that, you know, like the facial animations were just really spot on, and the character models looked really sharp. It controlled like any other first-person shooter, more or less. And there was a little bit of weirdness with like the jumping, and I steered myself into some old man's hut or something.
We'll show clips from that.
And that's how we're going to start the video.
I played Lollipop Chainsaw, which was the game I was looking forward to, and I don't know. I gotta say it might have been my game of the show. I just, it wasn't. I don't think it's a particularly great game, but like it controlled and it was really fun. And that's something. Games have been taking themselves so seriously lately with a lot of games that sometimes it's good to just go back to something, you know, formula. You know, so I'm really looking forward to that game. We also saw a new card game, CCG online one. And we got T-shirts that said light and dark.
We have a picture of that at the very least, and some videos. So we did an interview with that booth, and we'll put that up.
And we did a few other. We checked out Gree, which is the major K-tie game. Sorry, a cell phone game maker.
We should put that down at the bottom, like K-tie game. Translation.
It's useful. It's useful to know. Although that's moving really to smartphone games, and so is Gree. Gree used to be a social network like Facebook, actually, or like Mixi, and or to a lesser extent MySpace. But when that didn't work out for them, they found that the one thing people did like about their network was playing the game, so they shifted over to that. But now they're buying up game companies. They bought OpenFaint, which is an American company, and they've just been buying little companies so that they can build their network.
And they're doing a really good job too, because their booth was huge.
It's awesome. I played R-Type, and I played Puzzle Bobble.
Did you mention that we get that little coin?
Yeah, it was really cool. They tried to get you to play the game, so if you played anything, you got a little coin, and you could put it in one of the capsule toy machines. You turn the crank, and you find out what prize you get from the Green booth. I got Post-it notes, but the time before I got a little memo pad thing. But if you get the right one, you could get like a pillow or like I don't know, all kinds of big things that I couldn't possibly have packed anyway. So the Post-it notes I can use.
So many people here. Let's go to the smartphone area. No one will be there.
So we checked out a lot of smartphone and a lot of the smaller stuff because the big games were impossible to get to on the public day. Lines for like Monster Hunter were 4 to 5 hours to play a game for like 12 minutes.
Yeah, it was kind of a long time, which is why it took so long to get through the lines.
It was insane.
But like other games, like we wanted to see the new Biohazard Revelations, which is part of the Resident Evil series for 3DS, was
yes, for 3DS.
And we just couldn't get in the line because it was just too many people, and we didn't have time.
A lot of signs said, even though we were only a few hours into the show, a lot of signs said we are no longer taking people in the line
because the whole day was just full. Like the 7 hours of show's open, done.
We got cut off. So, but we got a lot of interesting crowd shots. We had a well, we did see RNO from Game Center CX. We saw him, we ran into him, we waved at him, and then he left.
Yeah.
You know, he was there only for a few minutes, and we thought we were recording the whole thing, but
little double tapping going on.
Let's throw a picture of Arno up right now.
Yeah,
that's what we did get, and a bunch of other people. But we met some really big retro game fans while we were waiting there, and we gave them our press kit, and let's put a picture of them up right now.
Hey, look at that!
Yeah, look at they're totally decked out with those costumes. So it was definitely not a loss. What else did we do in those two?
That first day, that was pretty much it. You know, I went back to the press room while you were in line, and did some work getting some of the previous videos up, and then really it was just that next day we didn't really get up early because even though we knew that we were going to have to play some stuff, I think the camera is starting to tilt.
It is. Let's tilt along with it.
Yeah, so let's wrap it up then, I guess.
Okay. But, and there's lots of other things we did. Mommy Tummy, which we're going to do a whole video on. So there's...
I was not the father, despite them trying to make me so.
And if you want to know what he's talking about there right now, just stay tuned. Wow, it really is tilting.
Just tilt.
There is no
if it starts to fall, I'm gonna.
There is no quake going
not today.
on right now. So anyway, we're gonna head out here. Thank you for watching, and there's much more to come. And this is Famicom Dojo signing out.
Famicom Dojo.